Hey everyone, it's Laura. So when I was thinking about what video to make this week, it was a pretty easy decision to make because financially it has not been a good week for me. First, my daughter and I got the notification from her college financial aid office that she only received $2,000 in scholarships, and her tuition is anticipated to be between 20 to 24,000 a year. And I found out that I don't qualify for grants from the government. So she can get a student loan, but the cap is 5,000. So the rest is left up to me, the parent, to come up with the difference in loans because I don't have that amount of money in savings. The other big situation that occurred this week is I went to pay my mortgage and found out that my mortgage payment had gone up $200 a month. And that is due to the increased taxes and mortgage insurance that I have. So financially, this week has not been great. So it made me think back to the times when I was living paycheck to paycheck because I feel like I'm about to be there again. So I came up with a list of things that I've done in the past when I was in that situation to try to help me find ways to save money, even when I don't have money to save. And then I also did some research online. So there's a couple things in here that I haven't done before that I want to tell you about. So stick around to the end and I'm going to jump back in and talk about those things.
Ever feel like saving money is impossible when there's nothing left after the bills? I've been there. As a single mom, I had to get creative with saving, even when I didn't think I could. Today, I'm sharing practical ways to save money, even when you're living paycheck to paycheck. Let's get into it. First, the classic coin jar. Every time I got change after a purchase, I put it in a jar. Once it was full, I deposited it into my savings account. It may seem small, but it adds up fast. Every time you get a $1 or a $5 bill, set it aside. It's a simple way to trick yourself into saving without feeling it. Round up your purchases to the next dollar and transfer the difference to savings. Some banking apps do this automatically, but you can do it manually too. Challenge yourself to use only the food you already have for a week. Whatever you would have spent on groceries, put it into savings instead. Use apps like Ibotta or Rakuten to earn cash back. Instead of spending those rewards, deposit them into your savings account. Pick one weekend a month where you don't spend money outside of necessities. Move the money you would have spent to savings. Got a tax refund, a birthday cash, or rebate? Instead of spending it, save it. Cut just one small subscription, like an extra streaming service, and transfer that amount to the savings instead. If you budgeted $50 for groceries but only spent $45, put the leftover $5 in your savings instead of spending it elsewhere. If you're paid bi-weekly, there are 2 months a year where you get an extra paycheck. Instead of spending it, put it directly into your savings account. These little savings habits add up. No matter how tight your budget is, you can build savings over time. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Stick around for more smart money tips.
So I hope you found some of those tips helpful. Now I want to talk about a few of them. One of those ideas was a coin jar, which I have definitely used in the past when I use cash for purchases, which I honestly, a lot of times I don't carry cash. I find that I am more apt to spend cash if I have it in my wallet. But when I do have cash, I will put the change in my purse, but then put it in a change jar. And you know what? There is no shame in stopping to pick up pennies. I do it all the time. If I see a penny on the ground, I'm not going to leave it there. I'm going to pick it up. So don't be embarrassed by that. That change that you find or that you receive really, really does add up. The next item I have not tried before, and it's the banking apps that I talked about where it will do the rounding up and saving it for you. I have not tried that. I do like the concept of that. When I was doing research for this video, I found 4 or 5 of those. Acorn sounds really interesting because it can invest the money for you. Of course, the stocks right now are not doing great. If you're in a different situation than I am in at 57, hopefully will retire not when I'm 80, but I don't have as much time to invest in the stocks and wait for them to grow. But I want to look into this Acorn app and see what options they have. Maybe they have a better, like a high yield savings account, something like that. One of the things that I can say when I was doing this research is you might not want to choose one of these apps where you have to pay a fee. That's going to defeat the purpose of you being able to save money. So just really do your research. I might, as I look into this further for myself, I may end up making a video on the different apps that I found and what I believe are the pros and cons. If you think that would be helpful, please let me know in the comments below. The other piece that I mentioned in there, which I do use regularly, is Rakuten. Ibotta, I used to use a lot when I was grocery shopping. I need to get back into using that one a little bit more. And Fetch is one that I use regularly as well. With Rakuten, I actually get the check, the money in the mail that I can deposit into my account. And that is one of the ways that I do save money. I recently got a check for $36, something like that. So when I'm able to, I will shop online using the Rakuten app, the Rakuten that I have linked up to my computer. So I'll use that. And then when I buy online, I will get cashback percentage. So I'm shopping there anyway. I'm already getting things from Walmart, that sort of stuff. Instead of going to the store, I will purchase it online and then using the Rakuten app so that I can earn that cash back. Fetch is a little bit different. I don't receive cash, but I do receive gift cards. Every year what I do with Fetch is I shop. And for example, when I go to the grocery store, which I can't use Rakuten for, so I go to the grocery store, I get my receipt, I snap a picture of it in my Fetch account, it uploads, I get 25 points, sometimes I'll get more. Those points add up to gift cards eventually. So I save mine all year long, and then instead of spending cash at Christmas time, I use the gift cards that I receive. Usually I'll choose Amazon so that I can buy Christmas gifts for my family. So that's a great way to save money or receive money. I'll put a link below where you can sign up as well, and then I'll get a reward as well as you will get a reward for signing up if you're not already. It really, really is easy to use. So that's a great tool. The no spend weekend, that's one that I haven't particularly done. I see a lot of videos, a lot of people talking about like no spend month, that sort of stuff. That would be harsh for me to do a no spend month, but a no spend weekend would be an easy way to get started. That is an idea that I haven't tried that I think is a great one. So that is something I will implement in the future, trying to not spend any money during the weekend, and then maybe I'll be able to extend it further and eventually work up to that no spend month. Of course, you still have to buy necessities, gas, groceries, those types of things. But all that extra stuff that you might do, like go to the movies or eat out, don't do it during that no spend weekend, and go up a little bit further and do a no spend month. The other thing are the subscription services. I've already cut way back on that. In fact, I only have Amazon Prime. I don't have Netflix, Hulu, any of that sort of stuff. I don't even pay for cable because I've been, as a single mom, trying to save money for my retirement. Now it looks like I'm going to be saving money for my daughter's college. But I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I listen to their podcasts, that sort of stuff, because it helps me learn new things like creating YouTube videos. But look at subscription services. You can't watch those at the same time. So is it really necessary that you have all of those? If you have a favorite TV series that you like to watch, keep that one or binge watch it, get it out of the way, and then cut that subscription service off. That can save you 15, 20, 30 bucks a month. So that's an easy way to save money as well. And then honestly, I would say the biggest way that I save money currently is using those two, what I call my 2 extra paychecks. Because I'm paid bi-weekly, there's 2 months in the year where I'll receive 3 paychecks in the month instead of 2. So I use that 3rd paycheck and stick it straight in my savings account. That way I have that money there. It wasn't calculated already in my budget. I don't put it in my budget. I have it there. It goes into savings, and it's an excellent way to set aside some money that kind of seems like extra cash, especially if you're not budgeting it in, which is what I do. I don't budget that money, and it's a great way to set some money aside. So I hope that these ideas help you. It really is getting to be difficult to live sometimes. Everything is so expensive. If you're a single mom like me, it's extra hard because you don't have that other paycheck coming in. You just have to find ways to save. Saving is so important because you never know when something's going to happen, like your water heater goes up, which happened to me a couple of years ago. So you need to have some money to fall back on so that you're not having to put everything on credit, which can cost you a lot of money in the long run. I hope these ideas were helpful. Please comment below. Let me know if you have some additional ideas that you can share with me. I'd appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Bye.